So sadly, the X5 is being replaced, but here's the new car. I'm going to cut over to an exhaust clip to give you a hint of what this is. And just for fun, since I have the clip, I'm going to cut over to an exhaust clip from the old car. So this is a little uncharacteristic of me to buy the cleanest car I could find, but it's not easy to find a V8. X-Drive 50i. This car is like a navy blue pearl with an ivory interior. It's a little different than my old one. It's got white carpets on the bottom as well. It's got leather on the door cards and on the dash. I think they call it extended leather. Much softer than what I had in there before. So this car's a bit of an upgrade. It's got cooled seats, leather on the dash. Body's very clean, no dings or scratches. The wheels are clean. Kind of like the all white look, even on the bottom of the door cards. Sunshades. It's got heated seats in the rear. My daughter loves that. Soft closed doors. All white in the back, very clean. You get a really good sense of the color right there. It really goes nice with the white. So sadly, the old X5 is gone. I know you guys probably wouldn't like it if I went with a different brand, and I wanted something new. So we went for the V8 this time. We used to have a V8 in the E70 X5, and my wife used to always say, man, I miss the old V8. I miss the rumble and the power of that car. She was just the kind of person that wouldn't really go to redline. She just likes torque down low, and you can't really replace a V8 in that respect. So this is a 2015 with 59,000 miles and the N63 turbo motor. My old N55 in the 2014 was just a little too reliable. It only needed a couple small issues fixed, which I put on when I first got the car. It had about 100,000 miles on it. We put about 15,000 miles on it, and it was just literally problem-free. It drove perfectly and was perfectly fine, believe it or not. So I was seeking out a high mileage V8 so that I'd have some work to do when I first got it, but all I could find was a really clean, well-serviced car. Relatively low miles, not even a speck of oil anywhere. It's bone dry and it's in mint condition. So it may take some time for it to need repairs. It is a V8 after all, so they'll come up quick when they do come, and I'll definitely film it and hopefully give some of you V8 guys the confidence to purchase an X5 if you're looking for one of those. But this car in particular is relatively clean. So I'm thinking to do JB4 or potentially modify this. If anybody wants to reach out and kind of help sponsor something, I'd be down. My wife would be down. We're okay to modify this. Let's make it an 11-second car. It already runs 12 stock. It's pretty crazy. I wanted to try something new. I figured I'd get an N55 on the channel with the old car, but that N55 was really reliable and kind of problem-free. So if you guys want one of these and you don't want hassle, go for the N55. This thing will do 0 to 60 in the 4-second range, somewhere around 4.3 to 4.8, 4.9 stock. With a JB4 or a tune, it's literally high threes. So you can get these X5s in a few different configurations, but if you're going for the V8, majority of them are M Sports, but if you want, you can get them like this with the chrome accents and the subdued looks. And they're definitely a bit of a sleeper. It looks kind of just like my old car, but a little nicer. You throw a tune or a JB4 on this and it'll give my M340i a run for its money. Pretty crazy for an SUV. So I'm sure some of you N55 guys aren't too thrilled, but honestly, I don't think I'd have much to do on that car. There wasn't much coming up. It had 100 and something thousand miles on it and was still going strong. So it's reliable, and I probably wouldn't have had content for quite a while, but with this car, just by nature, I'll have content coming up. I'm just gonna modify this and make it a little quicker than it is, just for the sake of content for the channel. Maybe do a bit of an exhaust cutout or something for fun. I wanna keep it classy, but also I want it to have some character. Even stock, they sound nice and meaty and pretty good. So that's an introduction to the V8 X5 F15. Going for something a little bit different, but at the same time, sticking with what's known and what's familiar. I know you guys would prefer that I stick with BMWs just because I'm helping you guys out a lot. We'll get into some coding and do what I should have done on that old F15. You guys have emailed me and asked for more content on one of these cars. So here you go, a car that doesn't need any work and is too clean. Not my usual style, but at the end of the day, it's a good foundation if we're gonna modify. So that'll conclude this video. Sad news on the old X5. It's no longer around, it got written off. As you saw in the clip, that whole front suspension was completely torn out, and what finished it off was when it came out, it actually smacked against the body line and pushed the bulkhead or the firewall in, which is an instant write-off with the insurance company I'm with. They don't repair firewall damage, even though it probably would have been a little bit less than the car was worth. So it's gone, and here we are. And I really did want something new and fresh and different, but at the same time, it's got to be an SUV and it's got to be a BMW, so it didn't have much choice. Hence, we ended up with the V8. So that'll conclude this video. Expect more content on this car. I'll give you my driving impressions and maybe some 0 to 60 times, etc. But I can tell you this thing's quite a shocker. It rips. It's fast, like proper fast. It'll throw you back bone stock. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Look out for more content on this car soon. Wow.